here at the machine, you have to make sure that the urgency stop is locked out by turning it. Then you have to put on the key. Then you have two green buttons. Only the top green button, press it. And then all the switches to status 1. Okay. Oh. So this is for the cooling. This is for the blower. Blower is the
Air.
The air for the machine.
Yeah.
Okay, so device is operational. It's ready, and then you have to open. Then you can put in your material, some woods MDF.
You can place it anywhere, or you have to.
I suggest you put it right on top, right on the right side.
On the right corner.
On the right side there.
Yeah.
You start from there for cutting them in the. So that is the machine part. Then we have the software.
Maybe he can operate, and then you can guide him.
So if you start from scratch, from nothing, the program we have to use is Lightburn. Lightburn software. So if we double click it, it's also on the taskbar on the computer.
Okay.
This is the interface of Lightburn. You have some drawing tools, so you can make shapes.
You can make your own shapes.
All kinds of shapes. For example, you want to make. You have to make a circle. So I select a circle. I draw a circle, but when I do so like this circle is not in the right measurements. It's not in the width, height format. If I press delete, it's gone. Yeah. If I select the circle again and hold my shift button, I press it, I draw a circle, you can see you have a perfectly
Balanced
circle.
shape, yeah.
Excuse me for my English.
No, it's fine.
Then you can determine what the size of the circle must be. So you have the height, you have the length. If I say we're going to make a circle of 5 centimeters diameter, so you have to.
And this is in Dutch language or the language?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to put
English.
in English?
Yeah.
Language, taal.
Yeah.
I can put it to English. Now it's all English.
Yeah.
It's more practical for. Then we have the width. I can say here what the width must be of the circle. So it's in millimeters. If I say 500 millimeters,
Then it's
like 5 centimeters.
Okay.
But also now it's not in proportion. So the height you can also adjust
the width.
to like 500 millimeters is 5 centimeters. So I have a nice circle. Selection tool is the arrow. Take it here. Go to the center till you see the cross.
Yeah.
You can select it
Scroll
and
down.
drag and drop it the way you like.
Okay.
The scroll on the mouse is to zoom. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out
Okay.
on your work fields. You must imagine that this plate is the plate of your laser cutter.
Okay.
If you press the scroll, the wheel on the mouse, if you press it and drag, you are going to reposition the entire building plate, all the plate. But that is not necessary. So let's say we'll make a nice little circle hanger, a key holder.
Yeah.
So you can select text,
Okay.
put it in here, and say hello, for example. If you select it,
Like you can write your name.
you can adjust
Thomas
the
More.
height, or Thomas More.
Thomas More,
That's
yeah.
better. So I delete the text. Thomas More. Okay. And then you have to position it right into the center. But before we do that, we are going to adjust the height of the text. So you can see here you have the height of 25 millimeters. You can adjust it, make it bigger.
Sir, this is the height, width and height of a circle.
This is of the circle,
Okay.
and this is for the text.
Okay,
So
sorry.
you have the font Arial,
Arial.
let's say about
Okay, understood.
65, 56, something like that.
Okay.
But now you can select the text, and you are trying to put it in the middle, but it's never exact. To make it exact, like perfectly centered, you have to select both the objects. With objects, I mean the circle
Yeah.
and the text.
Yeah.
And then you have some align tools here. And with that align tools, you can center it. If you take align selected objects vertically, align V center,
Yeah.
its positions changes. If I align horizontally, align center,
No,
the
it's-
text will
Yeah,
be
it's in the center.
perfectly centered in the middle of the circle. It's a nice tool to adjust those things. Okay, then if we make this, we want a hole for
Sir?
a little,
Yeah,
for
the
a keychain to put it.
Can
So
we add picture inside?
You can also add a picture.
How can? That
Um,
was from
if-
internet.
If you want to, it's very important that you take a PNG format.
Okay, for
not
P-
a JPG, a PNG.
PNG.
So let's say, I don't know if it exists, Thomas More PNG formats. So we have a lot of images from the internet that is okay. Let's say this, we have from Wikipedia some logo. If I take it and drag it and it becomes transparent, it's a PNG. It's more PNG, but I'm searching for a good one. I can, save this. Save
Automatic, yes.
It's a PNG.
PNG format.
Perfect. So I selected save it to the download map. Say okay, save. I'll go back to Lightburn,
Okay.
and then file. You can import,
Okay.
and with that import from the download map,
Yeah.
you can select the Thomas More logo, make it bigger,
Yeah.
adjust it here, place it where you want, or with the align tools. Okay. But it's not
Colorful.
it's not a right image now. We need to make it a vector file. So you need to select the image you imported,
ये चीज़ है सर
Mhm.
ये देखिए
and then you have tools, and with tools you have to choose trace image. Just Alt T of trace image. I select it, and then I get a trace image, but that it doesn't say a lot of things. Not at all. Yeah, so let's select it again. Trace image.
इस
Say-
पिक्चर को ऐसे बनाया है
It's
जैसे उसने मैनुअली
to add lines for the image. So I say okay, but it's not doing that. It's not the right image. I can't. Let's say trace image.
Yeah.
This doesn't do that. Sketch trace. Ah,
This one.
okay, I have it here. Let's see. I need more lines, but it doesn't make one. Oh, yeah. I need this. You see those purple lines?
Yeah.
That is what I need. To get these lines, I have to play with the cutoff and threshold parameters. You can move it until you have decent lines on your Thomas More logo. If you have that, I say okay. And then I can take
You are
ये
dragging the.
ये
I'm
देखा?
dragging the layer that has
उसने उसको
formed.
उस तरह बना दिया जैसे वो
I
नॉर्मली
can
समझ
कर
गया।
रहा था।
drag it.
Mm.
Then the original image, I have to select it and delete it. So what is
ये
left
एक दफा उसको क्या दोबारा
is the
पिक्चर उसमें
logo
लोगो
of
कैसे
Yeah,
Thomas More.
अगर आपके पास time हुआ तो बैठ
and I can
Sequence,
select
yeah.
it back here.
इसने इनग्रेव कैसे किया है?
So that's that. Now there are some things. If I have a line, you have the circle. I make it red with all those layers. I make it red. Red means cutting
हाँ, ये देख
through
ले,
the
ये देख
through
ले।
the woods, through the woods.
हम्म।
If I have another color like blue, it's a
means
second layer.
engraving.
It means
Engraving.
engraving, not cutting. It's
Yeah.
the difference between the colors. It's also important that the first step is to engrave, and at final step is to cut. So first engraving with the blue ones, red is to cut, and I can adjust the sequence of production with those two arrows here. So let's say
रेड का मतलब है
we
लेजर
have
है,
this
ठीक है?
image-
वो मशीन के
image.
अंदर लेजर है।
नहीं रेड का मतलब ये है कि उसने काट देना है।
ही
वो
लेजर
काटेगा ना।
हाँ, लेजर ही काटता है।
you,
वो जो-
you can select the red circle, and
Sir, here shows that it will cut.
I will, to make it cut, we
Oh.
have to check the parameters. A cutting process is a combination of speed and power. So if we have a plate like MDF 3 millimeters thickness, you have to see what power and speed do I need to set to have the nicest, the good results. So let's say you have this one in the line, you double click on the layer and you have a pop out. The speeds, the max power of this device is about 85%. The minimum power, I'll put at 80%. What does that mean? In making a circle, you will take a movement in a bow. You will turn around, and with these two parameters, it's the nicest result for cutting a circle. And then you have the speeds. The speeds not too fast. We have to make sure it's through the material. So let's say about 10 millimeters per second. And numbers of passes means how many times does the laser have to repeat that operation. One time is enough. Is it very thick material, very big millimeters? You have
वो
to
एक दफे ही काट
make
देता
it
है।
again,
मोटा
again,
नहीं है।
again until you are through the material.
अगर वो लकड़ी मोटी
So
है-
what kind of we need a material that's not too thick because it is
Yeah.
also going to take time.
My advice is to use
Three
3
mm.
millimeters MDF. It's perfect for those things. Okay, so 10 millimeters per second, 85% power. It's okay. So say okay. That's for cutting. For engraving, we need less power and higher speed. So I'll select Thomas More 2 times. You can select it with the control tool. Speed and power, we have here fill. I'll
So
double.
it's different for red and different for blue.
Yeah. Blue is engraving, red is cutting, but it's also a different mode. So in the blue mode, I don't select cut, I'll select fill. Fill will make nice little lines out of the object. I double click it. So okay, fill. We say we have a speed of 300 millimeters per second. 300. It's like here. With a power of 45. So we'll end up 300. We'll end up here. It's quite powerful, but you can adjust it. You can say 45. It's a bit much. So let's say about
ये सेटिंग फिक्स नहीं रख सकते
40.
कि हर दफा चेंज करना
40.
अगर ये 3 mm का हुआ तो फिर हम fix कर सकते हैं.
So you have
3 mm का ही
300 speeds, 40% power. It's faster with less power, or 45. Let's check it out. What result we shall have on some little material. Okay. So that's that.
So last time you made us like that was fully
That's
cut
a
from
peace
inside,
sign.
yeah.
It's fully cut, and that's
Yeah.
with a line at 1085 for cutting through the material.
Yeah.
So very important now is also to check that the output here is on. If you put it off, that layer will not be sent to the machine.
Okay.
So you will only have filament, engravements. But it's not only the engravement, we also need a cut procedure. So you have to make sure output is double on. Okay. If we have that, we select the entire object, and then you have a preview mode. Here, the little screen.
Yeah.
And that gives you an indication of the time it will cut. This one will take about 10 minutes to make, for one example, like 10 minutes.
But it's taking so much time.
It's taking so much time because we have a low speed on the cutting process, but we can put that speed up like 15 millimeter per second, and how faster it goes, the less time it will take. So let's say 9 minutes 41. So the faster it cuts, the lower the
सेटिंग कर दी जो
Uh,
पूरे
If
प्रोजेक्ट
if
का 2-3 मिनट्स में
if we'll like keep one setting for, because we want to keep it simple, because then they have to engrave the design and everything. So if we want to keep it simple for every design, like the same settings,
Yeah.
so can we
Yeah.
keep it at one?
you can keep it at one setting for all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the,
Like
all the
for
Yeah.
3 mm.
It's very helpful
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, it's
and it's take also 3 to 2 minutes for making.
No, like maybe if it's taking 5,
5
it's also
minutes, yeah.
fine.
5
It's
minutes.
also
also
fine.
fine.
So
Yeah.
we have 2 times Thomas More. What if we only print the Thomas More
Okay.
logo and remove the text? So we will make, I think it will do something. So I'll take
But
this,
maybe we can,
just
if we'll
align it.
make the design more bigger.
I make it bigger. Let's make this bigger.
कुछ छोटा
Okay,
करेंगे ना,
so
तो वो
take the Chiroter. Thomas More. Not line, align. Okay, so we have this. We have to make sure we have a little hole also. Oh. Shift, press shift. So let's say it's red, and we'll have about 5 millimeters.
ये विड्थ हाइट पे भी टाइम डिपेंड करता है.
5
So
millimeters.
now
Kitna?
this is 5 millimeter.
It's
is
a
for
hole
the
of
hole.
5
Yeah.
millimeter for
For the keychain.
the keychain. Then you have to put this somewhere here. Okay, but it has to be in the middle again. So let's select this and the hole, and then you can align. I have to see. Eccentric, something like this. Okay. So we have a hole of 5 millimeters, and we have total length of the diameter of the circle is about 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. That's not 500. That's 50 millimeter. I'm wrong with that. So that's my fault. Let's make 550. It's too big. The circle was too big. 55 centimeter. Okay, that's better. Let's make this big little. Yes. Take the circle. Circle here. Thomas More is too big. Make it little. Put it in here. Smaller. Something like that. Then select the hole. So it's Okay, this 5 centimeters.
No, the hole is too big.
So now the hole is too big, let's say about 3 millimeters, 3.0. And so that's better. Put it up here.
साइज छोटा हो
Align.
यहाँ से दिन 1.5 मिनट लगा था पेंट होते हुए.
वो भी 5 पे
Okay.
खींचे.
Let's see. We have this one, 15 to 55 preview. This will take about
22 seconds.
22 seconds. That's very. It's very very fast. I think it's a bit too fast.
I think this
This
No,
15.
it's because of
Yeah.
this.
Make it
Yeah,
10,
speed.
10 again. Select all. Preview.
28
Not
seconds.
30 seconds. Let's try.
I think it's 5. It should be 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to fight. Say 250. Make it 30. Okay. Cheap.
28 seconds.
Okay.
I think here it was
Let's
5,
see.
maybe then again
Yeah.
5.
Let's make it a bit finer. Try to time it for you. Not 1 minute.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
good.
If we put some extra text on it, it will take longer.
Yeah.
So let's make this logo smaller. Put it somewhere here. Some text. Oh, too big. Let's say welcome, Thomas More.
Yeah.
Something like that. Let's make it small. Tack. Let's make it blue. A little bigger. 8, 8.5. Okay. Let's select this one. Align it from this. Align V center. This is a concept. Select all. Preview.
39 seconds.
Not possible. It's too fast.
Yeah.
Let's see what I can do. Fill.
हमें फिक्स सेटिंग रखनी होगी लास्ट में.
नहीं, वो कर लेंगे.
वो करने में भाई.
Let's say a slower
Yeah.
speed.
नहीं, ये भी यूज होगा ना अभी तो वो 22
Let's say about
सैटरडे को हम
50.
करवा लेंगे. सुबह की
ये ना वो एक बनाए वो 15 मिनट दे.
See,
नहीं,
10,
लेकिन बस
58.
वीडियो तो बन गया ना, साथ साथ पता भी चल रहा है.
हाँ नहीं वो
Not 1 minute. No. And it's one by one or multiple objects?
Maybe like if there are 3 students at one time, then maybe we are going to put. Can we put like 3 different
Yeah.
designs on one page?
What you can do is select the entire design,
Yeah.
arrange, and then you have grid array. You
Okay.
see? Grid array. And then on the X as you can select, let's say so, 1, 2, and it's perfectly aligning 3 examples.
Yeah, but like if they want,
Yeah.
like if there are 3 students and the 3 of them they
And
want
then
a different design.
They can adjust the text, make another text on it, another logo, but
maybe they can-
the basic design will stay the same.
Okay.
So they make a little adjustment to the text or something.
Okay.
Or they can make other shapes
Yes.
design themselves. That's also possible.
But like they have to design it separately.
They have to design separately.
Yeah, but like if the shape is same, they can design it
Yeah,
in a combination of like
yeah.
we can cut them together.
You can put them together in multiple examples. Like say I want rechthoek, red. I want to have other objects, other forms. They can play with those things to make their own customized item.
But like we cannot cut them together.
You can cut them together.
Yeah, we can.
All that is on this plate all the objects that are here
Okay.
will be lasered at once. It's
Okay.
not a problem. Yeah, it's important if you have the object selected. So I delete this. When you have this thing selected, and then we have to send the file to the machine.
So
How we have a button you select it. We have here send a button
Okay.
send. Press it. So let's say file name like test, or we say okay. Overwrite it. It's already exists. Yeah, overwrite it. So now this design is sent to the laser cutter. So we can make it. And then I will show you. Perfect. So
Yeah.
I like to use scrap. It's more technological. Okay. So we put in the wood to the right side, align it to the right side of the bed, like this. And then we have the controller. You can navigate the laser through the material. It's like a menu. But now we have to determine the height of the laser to the plate. So we press ZU. And then we select autofocus.
okay.
If we have that, press enter. And he's measuring the distance between the plate and the laser head. If that is okay, we can put the laser to a right corner as far as I can get, and where I see the dot of the laser, and I have to select the start points. So this is good. If you say okay, then press origin. This is the begin point. We set the begin point. Now we have to load the file from the computer into the controller. We have to choose file, and then you see here test. It's a preview mode. If I select it, press enter, and it will come at the display. You see the layers we made, you see the colors we have. Okay. Then to make sure the area is okay, press frame. So he gives you a indication of where he will start cutting, where he will start. So if that's okay, you have to close the hole. Make sure it's tight. And then you can press start here. And the process is beginning.
This process start. Now machine take almost 1 minute
ये वो जो views हैं ना,
I don't know.
to complete this process.
Yeah, because we have first we have to do it on Saturday, and then maybe if today you will have the same settings, and you'll
Yeah, if the settings are okay,
Yeah.
we'll save it.
Yeah.
Or you take a photo of a screenshot of it, so you have the 7 meters.
yeah.
Now he's cutting it
It's
through.
fine, Rusty.
Okay.
ठीक है,
If
वो
you
तो
hear
है।
the beep, it's ready.
Yeah.
Okay? So wait until the fume gets off, because otherwise it's not healthy. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fine dust. It's not good for your. So let's wait a minute until it's evaporated, and then we have our first design.
If you focus on that.
ये यहाँ से हमने इसे प्रॉपर तरीके से डिज़ाइन करके हमने इसे आगे भेज दिया कटिंग के लिए। ये मशीन है, यहाँ मशीन पे हमने इसकी कटिंग के लिए भेजा, तो वो वहाँ पर ये सारा प्रिंट होकर तैयार हो गया।
Nothing. It's like You have to have drawing skills.
ਬਲੌਗ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ
ਮਾਈਕ ਦੀ ਰੇਂਜ ਚ ਐਡਿਟ ਕਰ ਲੈਣਾ
Okay. So let's see what we have.
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. So we have now is our first object. Welcome. You see
It's
black corners.